We're good.
Good evening. This is the August 14th meeting of the Lowell License Commission. Secretary Pies, was the meeting posted?
It was.
It was. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Commission Chair Donahue.
Here.
Commissioner Krieger.
Here.
Commissioner Mercier.
Here.
Commissioner Tang.
Present.
4 present, none absent. 0th is the acceptance of the July 24th, 2025 minutes.
Move approval.
Move approval, second by Commissioner Mercier. All those in favor?
Aye.
Application by Amanda Etinge for 2 special one-day licenses to sell, dispense wines and malt beverages only. The first is for a wedding ceremony on Saturday, August 16th, 2025, and a second for a birthday celebration on Saturday, August 30th, 2025. Both are between 7 p.m. and 1:30 a.m. at the Hellenic Center, 41 Broadway Street. Amanda's joining us by Zoom.
Hello.
Hello, Amanda.
Hi,
How are
good
you?
evening. My name is Amanda.
Amanda, thank you for being here. And tell us about your 2 events coming up.
So the first one is coming up this Saturday. It's for a wedding. Just a little celebration for about 100 guests. We're not looking to go past midnight, but who knows, right? So it's just a celebration. And the second event is for our 60th birthday celebration. We're expecting between 150 to 200 guests in the usual. That's it.
Okay, I'm sorry. In the first one, how many do you expect?
100
100?
or less.
Okay, and you have the usual people?
Yes, sir.
All tip certified? You ready
Yes,
to go?
sir.
Great.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other questions from the commissioners, please?
Who's the happy couple?
Say that again?
Who's getting married?
Oh, it's a cousin of mine. They've been married for a long time, and they just thought it's wise to renew their vows.
That's very nice.
I'll move approval.
Move approved by
Second.
Commissioner Mercia and seconded by Commissioner Krieger. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 I'm sorry.
You're good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck.
Application by Juan Gonzalez for a special one-day license to sell, dispense all alcoholic beverages for the Salvadorian Festival to be held on Sunday, August 24th, 2025, from noon to 9 p.m. at JFK Plaza, 50 Arcan Drive.
Good evening. Would you give your name and address, please?
Good evening. My name is Juan Gonzalez. I reside on 20 Lombard Street in Lowell. I'll be hosting the very first annual Salvadorian Festival here in Lowell at the JFK Plaza on August 24th on a Sunday. I'm here to acquire a liquor license for 1 day. We will be start serving it from 12 p.m. to 9. We're estimating about roughly 500 people to come on over. And
500 people. First off, then, I guess I have a concern about security. What are your plans for crowd control?
we're going to have a barricaded area around the liquor dispense, obviously. We're going to have people barricaded so that they don't go anywhere around the plaza with liquor in their hands. We will have security there to maintain people staying in the barricade, and also we will be having 2 bartenders and an IDer just for verification of identity of the age. So yeah, so we're going to have a barricade around the liquor area.
The bartenders, are they trained and tip certified?
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are. Okay. Captain, do you have any questions or concerns? The only concern I have, 500 people is a big amount of people for that area.
Sure. The good thing about it is it's located right at that main desk of the Lowell Police Department, so I think we're in a good spot there. Although I would recommend that if he does have a chance, that maybe we reach out to the detail office to see if we can get 2 offices dedicated to that plaza. 500 people is a lot, and if something does occur, it's nice to have people on site as opposed to having to scramble to bring people out of the building. It's up to you guys, but I don't think that's a bad way to go.
Are you recommending that they talk to the police?
I do.
about
I would
hiring
recommend it,
someone?
yeah, I would recommend at least give the detail office a call and see what their thoughts on that are.
You understand that?
I understand.
You'll make some arrangements with the police?
Correct.
You'll contact them? You should do it quickly.
Yep.
It'll be done, all right? Any questions from any of the commissioners?
I move for approval.
Move approved by Commissioner Tang, and second by Commissioner Mercier. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Good luck. You'll be in touch with the police, Captain Peasley, and the detail office.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Application by Haley Williams, Lowell Health Department. That's a correction, Lowell Health Department, for a special events permit for amplified outdoor public entertainment for the Health and Wellness Block Party, with live and recorded music to be held Friday, September 12th, 2025, from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at 273 Summer Street. Rain date is September 11th.
And that's also, just to confirm, it's for a Friday, but the rain date is the day before, so they'll make the call earlier in the week, just to clarify.
Would you first give us your name and address?
Yeah, I'm Haley Williams. I personally reside at 125 Columbia Road in Lowell.
Okay. And tell us a bit about your Health and Wellness Block Party. My memory is that you've had this before.
Yeah, that's correct. So last year I came to get an amplification permit because it was the first one we did. It was a really good turnout considering it was the first event and, you know, people's concerns with the location and stuff. But we had a lot of community partners come out and support us. This year, the only difference is that we're partnering not only with Elliott Church, but Project Compass. They're actually kind of being the event sponsor. And it's definitely a little bit more organized this year compared to what last year was. I think we're having even more community partners come out. And this year's theme is recovery because September is National Recovery Month. So we're kind of trying to highlight that, and we'll have more organizations kind of geared towards that there specifically. But
I guess my only question is, September 12th is the date that it'll be held Friday?
yeah,
But if it's raining on September 12th, you're going to hold it on September?
no, well, so if it rains earlier, I know, I wasn't the one that
says
suggested
September
that. It
11th,
stressed
the day
me out
before.
too.
You
But the problem is last year we had so much food and stuff, so it's easier to just kind of make the call a day or two in advance versus holding everything for a week and kind of, so they wanted to just do it for the day before. So I believe earlier in the week, they're kind of going to forecast it, and maybe by like Tuesday, make the call. But that's out of my control. I'm just here to do the logistics behind the scenes, so.
Okay.
Yeah. And if it rains, it rains. It rained out on us last year too, so.
Okay.
Just as we closed up.
Any questions from the commissioner?
I just have a quick question. You did this last year. Were there any issues or anything? Any problems? Everything went well?
No, yeah, it was really well. I think we had more details than we probably needed. This year, I think we're trying to have the entire span going down as far to Middlesex Sheriff's Office, so I believe they'll hire the same amount, but for the most part, the officers that were there typically do outreach there on Fridays, so I think having them there kind of deterred any unwanted behavior, but it was really a really good turnout, so we're happy to be able to do it again.
Great.
Okay, I'm good. I'll move approval.
Move approved by, second by Commissioner Krieger. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Bye.
Application by Taylor Schlachter, Patriot Care Corp., for a special events permit for amplified outdoor public entertainment for recorded music and MC for a Lowell Cannabis Block Party to be held Saturday, August 23rd, 2025, from noon to 4 p.m. on the grounds at 70 Industrial Avenue East.
Good evening. Would you identify
evening.
yourself and address?
Yep, Taylor Schlachter. Our business is 70 Industrial Ave East. I personally reside at 19 Patricia Road in Marlborough, Massachusetts.
Okay, tell us briefly about what you are going to do. I think you've been here before.
Yes, this is, I think, the fourth year I've been here.
Fourth year.
It's a summer block party entirely on the premises. We typically, for this event, don't see more than 20 to 30 people. It's a trickle in, trickle out. It's usually been good for business. All business is obviously conducted within the premises of the dispensary itself, not anywhere outside. And we're seeking the permit for electronic music, assuming that we do in fact get a DJ, although I've been informed this time around we don't have one yet. So just here sort of as a precaution.
Great, thank you. Any questions from the commission? No questions? Move approval by Commissioner Krieger, second by myself.
I second, yeah.
Sorry?
Oh, no, you want a second? I second.
Oh, okay.
Thought you had a question.
Yeah. Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Good
much.
luck.
Application by Mayor Shaw, Director of Gurjar, the Gurjarati Association of New England, for a special events permit for amplified outdoor public entertainment for the Gurjar Heritage Festival to be held Saturday, September 6, 2025, noon to 6 p.m. at Sampras Pavilion, 160 Pawtucket Boulevard.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Would you give us your name and address for the record?
My name is Maya Shah. I live on 11 Indian Front Drive, Nashua, New Hampshire. This is the current Vice President of the Gurjar.
Shranik Shah, and my address is 71 Priest Lane, Boxborough, Massachusetts.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Tell us something about your event.
So we've been doing this event for last about 7-8 years, and it's mostly heritage that we try and preserve. We have some vendors, they sell some like stuff, and then we have some food vendors, and people come hang out for a while. We do some performances there, so people watch, and it's like, half a day event from 12 to 6.
12 to, how many people do you expect?
So at a time, we have about like 1,200 to 1,500.
1,200 people. That's a good draw.
Yes.
Yeah, very good. Any questions from the commissioners?
So Gujar, I understand, is sort of an amalgam of Afghanistan, India,
Yes.
Pakistan?
No, it's
Oh.
Indian organized, the Gujarati, there's a community, Gujaratis, and it's the organization of Gujaratis from India,
Okay.
Indians.
Any other questions?
I'll move approval.
Move approval by, and seconded by Commissioner Krieger. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Good luck.
Thank
You're all
Thank you
set.
so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, John.
Yep.
Application by Isaac Xavier for a special events permit for amplified outdoor public entertainment for Mill Church service to be held Saturday, September 13th, 2025, from noon to 4 p.m. at Sampras Pavilion, 160 Pawtucket Boulevard.
Good evening. Would you give your name and address for the record?
My name is Isaac Xavier. My address is 100 Wyoming Drive, Holden, Massachusetts.
Okay, and you are with the Mill Church?
Mill Church, yes, at 460 West 1st Street.
That's the old temple?
It used to be a Greek
Used to be, yeah.
Orthodox,
Okay,
yes.
great. Thank you. All right, tell us something about your event.
So we're planning to be there at Sampras Pavilion from noon to 6, so we can distribute water, popsicles to the community, and we want to have like a live band doing live music, like worship music, a short message at the beginning, short message at the end, nothing more than that.
Very good. Any questions?
Did you have, how many,
No, I didn't.
sorry, how many people were you expecting?
So throughout the day, throughout the whole time, we're expecting to see something on the house of like 500 people, but no more than 100 to 150 conglomerated at the same time there.
So it'll be a flow in and out. This is what
People passing through.
you've done this before, right?
We done, but long ago,
Oh, okay,
long ago.
okay. Any other questions? Move approval by Commissioner Krieger and seconded by Commissioner Tang?
Yes.
Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good luck. All set.
Application by Eric Sack for a special events permit for amplified outdoor public entertainment for live and recorded entertainment for the Southeast Asian Water Festival to be held Saturday, August 16th, 2025, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at Samples Pavilion, 160 Pawtucket Boulevard.
Okay, your name and address for the record, please.
My name's Eric Sack. Should I give our corporate address or my home?
Yeah.
100 Merrimack Street, Lowell, Mass. 01852.
Thank you. Now, tell us something about the Southeast Asian Water Festival, although I think we all are familiar with it.
Yep. We're going to be going live 10 to 6. We're going to do TV coverage, but the amplified sound will only last till about 5:30 maybe. And we'll announce the boat races whenever those finish up.
Okay, and what do you expect for a crowd?
We're expecting anywhere between 20 and 40,000 people.
20 and 40,000 people.
Correct.
I know you make arrangements for police.
Yep, we're lifeguards, fire department, environmental control, health department, we've been talking to
I
everybody.
know it's a big operation.
Yep.
It really is, yeah. Good. Captain?
I defer to Captain Fay on this, but he has a complete operational plan that he uses pretty much every year, and I think we have upwards to 18 to 20 officers hired throughout the day on Saturdays, including our gang unit as well as out-of-town police department, so I think we're in a good spot.
Yeah, I've seen it in the past, and it's well-organized.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Any questions from commissioners?
I move for approval, yeah.
Move approval by Commissioner Tang,
Second.
second by Commissioner Mercia. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Okay,
Good luck.
thank you very much.
Application for secondhand motor vehicles used car dealer Class 2 for Adex Auto Exchange LLC. Ibrahim Adegbo, corporate officer for premises at 24 Stedman Street, Unit 1, an open lot with approximately 3,250 square feet of,
Okay.
with approximately 250 square feet for offices and restrooms on the first floor. Maximum number of cars is 8 for sale, plus 2 spaces for employee, customer. No junk motor vehicles or parts thereof on the premises.
Okay. Good evening. Would you give your name and address?
My name is Ibrahim Ade Agbo, and the address of the business is 24 Stedman Street, Lowell, and my residential address is 14 McKinley Terrace, Lane, Mass.
Okay. Tell us something about what your plan is for the business. We're familiar with Stedman Street. I think this has gone through a couple of owners over the past couple of years, that lot.
My plan is just to have only the car for sale on the premises. And my plan is to have 8 cars display, while I have 2, for the employee.
Okay. And I believe in your application, you had something indicating that you have made arrangements with a mechanic off-site
Yes,
to
sir.
do your work?
Yes,
Is that
sir.
correct?
Yes, sir. I do make an arrangement with the Drum Hill Auto Service. So, and I have the agreement with them, like, if anybody, even say, the customer will have the privilege to actually take the car there to do the pre-inspection, if they're willing to do so.
Okay. All right. How long have you been in this business?
I work with the, DC Auto Sales in Avro for about 5 years. Apart from dealing with people with disability, I think selling the used car vehicle is like my second job. That's what I do for a living. But I never had a license on my name. It's like working under somebody, under people. So right now, I just decided like it is time for me to start my own business.
Okay. All right. Questions?
Yeah, just a quick question.
Yes, sir.
There's already a business in the back there, correct?
Yes.
So you'll be out in the front of the
Yes,
building?
I'm gonna be in the front.
Yeah. And that's where the office will be?
Yes, and my office is gonna be the first one on the right side.
No, I'm good. I'll move approval.
Okay. Leave a question.
Is 8 vehicles enough to sustain this operation?
Actually, the spaces, we take more than 8 cars, but based on the agreement that I have with the landlord, they only approve me for the 8.
Oh.
And I have the...
I've been getting down that Stedman Street in the past, yeah.
Like, this is how I'm actually gonna be parking the cars.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps you could step forward and lay that in front of us. We'll take a quick look.
Sure.
Attorney Tang, you want to come over and see? All right. Yeah, your question?
And I also.
No, that's,
That's the agreement
Okay.
that's what I
So
see.
that entrance or the entrance this side?
Entrance is right here. Then the cars will be to the left.
One of these pictures in the packet. That's the inside.
Yeah, this is the picture there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which really gives the best.
that's the one you have, right?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
top one?
So that's looking from the street.
Yeah.
on the side.
Okay.
And I know there's a gate here for a business in the back.
Oh, okay. You all set? Okay.
I second
Okay.
the motion to approve.
Did you move approval by Commissioner Mercia, seconded by Commissioner Krieger? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Hang on a second, and we'll give you, and,
Back your drawing.
Mr. Secretary?
Yes.
In between the next ones coming up, Commissioner Krieger had a question, it kind of relates back to, not your, the case, number 7, wanted to ask about police from the captain. So,
Yeah, it seemed like a large crowd.
Yep.
And I saw where I previously voted out on the West Coast has implemented drones to support the police in responding, claiming a 2-minute response time. Do we have anything like that to help us?
We do. We have our own drone unit here at the police department that's going to be deployed on Saturday. We also have access to the NEMLEC, which is the regional police force. They have a drone, and if we needed to, we had, like Tewksbury PD, we could ask mutual aid for them as well if we needed to. So we do like I said, Commissioner, there's a very extensive operational plan, and if you need to, I can provide a copy to Mr. Paez for you guys to keep for your records. We do it every year. Captain Fay, who is the former SWAT commander for NEMLEC, very well-versed in these type of events and handling events of this size, has come up with the operational plan. The chief has approved it. Plenty of police coverage in terms of dedicated hired police details. They'll be crossing people as well as walking around in the area. Additionally, we'll have officers in our gang unit and our neighborhood response unit there as well. I think we're also going to have our boat out there on the water as well. So I think we're in a pretty good spot. But if I can send the operation plan to Secretary Paez for your records.
Thank you.
As a former pilot, he was most interested in.
Oh, if you want, I can set you up with the officer in charge. You can
Probably
sit
like
it.
to get in, out there with one of the drones
It's
himself.
actually an amazing piece of equipment that we have. It's really good.
Yes, I've been there every year.
Yeah, they do a good job.
Very good job. It's everywhere.
Thank you, Captain. Thank you, John.
Very good. Application by Max LLC, Ross Petitpa, Corporate Officer for Common Vittler License at 176 University Avenue.
Good evening. Would
Good
you
evening.
identify yourself?
Ross Betapas.
Ross. Okay, Ross, tell us about your plans.
I plan to open Max, a restaurant. We sell fried chicken sandwiches, chicken tenders, Detroit-style pizza. We do milkshakes, donut holes, French fries. It's like a family-friendly, fun
Student-friendly?
restaurant. Very student.
That you want to get open before UMass Lowell comes back.
Exactly.
Exactly, yes. How long have you been in the business?
I've been in food for a very long time. I mean, I went to school to Greater Lowell Tech. I took culinary there. I worked at the Radisson Hotel doing banquet cooking. I've worked at the Ground Round restaurant. I've worked in several pizza places, Papagino's. I've been cooking my whole life, just off and on for my family. I've done pop-ups in 2023. We actually started the Max brand where we incorporated the LLC. And then we started doing little pop-up events at the local breweries around here to kind of test out the items and see how people reacted to things and kind of tweak the recipes and stuff like that to make it to where we want it to be. And then now we're finally ready to open up a restaurant. Yeah.
Sounds great. Any questions from the commissioners?
Refresh my memory, used to be a fish store there years ago?
Yeah, it
Is
was
that
an
where
aquarium.
The aquarium store was?
Yep.
That's been empty for a while, hasn't it?
There was actually a Asian restaurant there last year called Fork Included.
Oh, okay, no luck.
Is that on the same?
They're actually opening one on Merrimack Street, I believe, right here downtown now.
They were going to move into a different location, yeah.
Yeah, yep.
All right, well, good luck. That's my neighborhood. I live right around the corner. That's why I was kind of curious. I remember the old fish store that was there years ago, the aquarium store. So good luck.
Thank you. Hopefully I see you guys in there.
Move approval by Commissioner Mercia, second by Commissioner Krieger. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Good luck.
Thank you.
Public hearing for an application by A1J Incorporated doing business as The Liquor Shop. Pankaj Patel, proposed license manager for transfer of an all-alcoholic beverages package store license for 1201 Bridge Street, Unit A8.
Counsel, will you identify yourself?
Sure. My name is Jackson Christian. I'm an attorney from Democus Law Offices in Lynn, which is at 56 Central Ave in Lynn. And also here's Pankaj Patel, who is the proposed manager of record, and then also the director and 50% shareholder and treasurer of A1J Inc., the applicant in this application.
Okay, you want to give us a little bit of background? Tell us about the gentleman's history and the business?
Sure. So Pankaj and his business partner, Kirat Patel, they formed A1J Inc. to purchase the liquor license and the rest of the business assets of the Liquor Shop Inc., which is doing business as the Liquor Shop at 1201 Bridge Street. So it's going to be the same name of the store, same hours, same floor plan and everything. It's just the change of the owners and the management of the store. So Pankaj is going to be the manager of record, and he has experience owning and operating a convenience store that had a beer and wine license for 6 years. Before that, he also had experience owning and working at a convenience store that sold cigarettes and lottery, and they never had any issues or violations at any of those places where Pankaj was working and owned. And Pankaj is tip certified. They're going to have like a state-of-the-art ID scanner there, and they're going to be checking everyone's IDs when they make purchases. And then Alex James is staying on. He currently works at the store. Apparently he's been there for 4 years, and he's going to be there. So whenever, if Pankaj isn't there, Alex is going to be at the store, so they always have somebody who knows what they're doing there. So Rockland Trust is providing some funding for this transaction, so they are looking to get a pledge of the inventory and the stock, not the license, but the inventory and the stock of the corporation. So there's just 3 things we're asking the commission for today, and that's first, approval of the transfer of the license, second, approval of Pankaj as the manager of record at the location, and then third is the approval of the pledge of the inventory and stock to Rockland Trust Company.
I guess maybe you could, the first question was the change in financing. Who caused that change?
So my understanding of the situation is that, when Rockland first gave their initial sort of letter, it was based on, the information that they had about the store at the time. And I think everyone's probably aware that the liquor business has not been doing so great over the last year, and a lot of places are down like 5 to 10% across the board. And so what happened here is apparently Rockland got updated finances from the current owner of the business, and it wasn't as strong as they had anticipated, so Rockland wasn't able to give as much of a loan as they initially anticipated, and that was the reason for the change in the financing.
Okay, but it's all cleared now, financing is ready to go.
Yep, financing's ready to go. That's
all right, now, I guess what I said is the probably one thing that caught everyone's attention in the application, and who would be the manager of the Billerica store at the time that there were 2 violations last October?
Not Pankaj. I'm actually not sure who the manager of that store was. It was not Kirat. He did not work at the store. He just had an ownership interest in that store, but he was not working there. My understanding is that it was one employee who had been working there. There was 2 violations, both in October of 2024, within a short time frame, a couple of weeks. And my understanding is they didn't have a good ID scanner there at the time, and this person was not doing a good job of checking, and there were some people with fake IDs. But then once they found out that this had been happening, they've since terminated that employee and gotten a new scanner. They're going to use that same scanner here, the ID science scanner, that it updates every couple of months, right? So it stays every month. So it stays current. So they're not going to get fooled by that type of thing. And of
Well-
course, Pankaj, he was not working at that store, and he's going to be manager of record here, and he's never had any issues.
There are two names on this application, right?
Yes.
Yes, and the other one is, not this gentleman, who was the other?
Kirat Patel, he's the other 50% shareholder.
And is he part of the Billerica operation?
Yes, he was part of the Bill Rica operation. He had an ownership interest in that store.
And he's not here tonight?
No, he's not here tonight.
Okay. At this time, perhaps, Captain, I wonder if, I know that I had requested through the executive secretary that we talk to Billerica, and maybe you could give us the highlights of what the problem was in Billerica, so that
Sure, thank you, Mr.
we have to at least address it.
Thank you, Mr. Commissioner. So I did have the opportunity to speak with Lieutenant Coffey of the Berkeley Police Department. He holds a similar position as I do here in Lowell. He stated that the package store in question is not considered to be a problem location, so that's good news. He did confirm what the counselor is saying. The same clerk was involved in the two separate alcohol violations that occurred in October of 2024. After the first incident, the clerk in question was provided with training to include tip certification. However, and then the store did purchase the ID scanner that their counsel was also referring to. However, that scanner had not arrived by the time the second violation occurred, and it was the same clerk involved in the second violation. The ownership group, from my understanding, immediately fired that clerk after the second violation. There were two separate hearings held. I didn't know if anybody had any question on that, why there were two hearings held for the two different violations. And the reason was that the approach allowed each violation to be brought before their board separately. If both violations were grouped in the same night, that would have been considered one violation. By grouping it in the two separate hearings, they were able to administer the punishment appropriately as a second violation on the second, I think the second week of October when the second violation occurred. So that's why they had the two separate hearings instead of grouping it in one. But like I mentioned, Lieutenant Coffey says it's not a problem location for them. It's not something that's on their radar generally.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Just one thing stuck out in my mind when I read it.
Yep.
I remember reading, I believe back in the Lowell Sun some time ago, was that some police department was involved in operation of going around checking locations?
That's correct.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. It was a sting that the
I
Berkeley.
didn't want to use that word,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Well, it's a vernacular that we use in law enforcement, but they went out and, they checked a number of their locations in this
They
particular
went
two
through,
nights.
they did a number of,
Yeah, and we do something very similar in Lowell,
Yes.
we won't target one, we'll target all of them. And but like I said, I can't stress enough that Lieutenant Coffey said they're not a problem location. This was just two instances, and immediately the ownership group took action.
I'm sure Lieutenant Coffey would let us know if there was a problem.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. All right, counsel, as a result of that, do you have any questions or comments?
No, just I appreciate your time speaking on that matter. And also, yeah, I think from my understanding that the ownership group has been very cooperative with the police since then. I understand that they have even turned in some fake IDs that they've collected since then to the police, to try and cooperate.
And Lieutenant Coffey mentioned that as well.
So other than that, no, nothing from us.
Okay. All right. Any other questions from any of the commissioners?
Just a quick, the scanner is going to be used right off the bat at the Lowell site?
Yes.
No, I'm good.
Okay. There's this is a public hearing, so first thing we have to do, public hearing. Anyone in favor, want to speak in favor, in favor? No one speaking in favor? That portion is closed. Anyone wish to speak in opposition? Opposition? No one speaking in opposition? That section is also closed. Commissioners, anything further you wish to address?
I just think that we ought to go on the record. We've recently seen some issues with fake licenses, fake IDs, and we encourage a lot of vigilance.
We know it's a very difficult thing now with the licenses that are available through the internet, and it makes it very hard for people to run a business, but you're still responsible when you take on the business. You take on a lot of burden. Okay? Move approval by Commissioner Mercia, seconded by Commissioner Krieger. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you all for your time.
Okay. See, counsel, that wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be, right?
You scared him earlier.
We do our best.
Good luck.
Request for a public hearing for an application by Salon Solutions Realty LLC doing business as Fiesta Hall. Ariel Furman, proposed license manager for a new all-alcoholic beverages restaurant license for 451 Broadway Street. It is requested that legal notice be published in the local newspaper and the public hearing be held on August 28th, 2025 at 6 p.m.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to schedule the hearing.
Make a second by Commissioner Krieger. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That'll be August 28th. Thank you.
And communication, ABCC advisory regarding local board's ability to allow Mass General Law, Chapter 138, Section 12, on-premises wine and malt beverages licensees to trade in their license for an all-alcoholic beverages license pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 138, Section 12D.
Good evening, Attorney Wood. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you, Commissioner Donahue.
This sounds like a good thing for some establishments to be able to move up to a better, well, maybe in a business plan, a better license, so.
I think it's a positive step, Commissioner Donahue, and I'll split my remarks into two parts. One is, what actually has happened, and then number two, what the law department's recommendation is.
Great.
In terms of what's happened, on June 30th, 2025, Governor Healy signed into law the FY 2026 appropriation bill. As part of that law, the legislature enacted a new statute, General Laws Chapter 138, Section 12D, which in short permits local boards to allow on-premises wine and malt beverages license holders to trade in those licenses for a non-transferable on-premises all-alcoholic beverages license, and that when that trade-in happens, it will not affect the limit on the number of all-alcoholic beverages that each municipality has. So this doesn't specifically apply to Lowell at this point because we haven't yet hit that cap, but there are many municipalities in the Commonwealth where the number of all alcoholic beverage license holders has now hit that cap. And so the purpose of this legislation was really to allow that increased economic development for those communities that have hit the cap and have difficulties with increasing it because they're not, for example, Boston, which frequently is able to get those extensions. The law department's position on this legislation is that it is useful for the overall economic development. Lowell has been designated as a front-runner city by the United Nations, and I think we can expect some long-term economic growth from that designation. And so in the short term, I don't expect licensees would utilize this trade-in because they can already, if they have a malt and wine beverages, can already do that trade-in through their ordinary procedures. But in the event, in a couple of years, that we start to hit that cap, this would allow for further economic growth and development. So what the law department would request is that the commission refer to the law department the ability to draft a amendment to the local regulations, which would, in short, allow the city of Lowell to approve of the legislation. Thank you, Commissioner Donahue.
Thank you. Questions, commissioners?
What does it mean, non-transferable? Why did they put that in? What are the implications?
Sure. So the non-transferable language is just to say that they don't get to keep the license after it's been transferred. So it's, as the commission knows, one of the things that licensees in Lowell, for example, have is they can't, sell the license without permission from the License Commission. It's not something they can unilaterally do. So that language is really just there to ensure that a licensee doesn't trade in their wine and malt beverages license and then tries to sell it while they're transferring it over. That's really what it's there for.
Not obvious.
That would be something that the people that are trading in and moving up should be aware of, that this is it. You can't sell it. If you're going to get out of the business in 2 years, it's a shame, but you can't sell it, you can't do anything, you can't move it back down if you're not, and also if you're not doing well and you're spending that money on liquor and you say, gee, I should have stayed as a beer and wine establishment, you can't go back.
Well, you can, you just have to follow the procedure to do that. You would have to then spend the application fee, you would have to get approval from the ABCC, you'd have to comply with all of the standard protocols that Secretary Pires is, of course, very familiar with, abutters notifications, advertisement in the newspaper. So it would just be an extensive.
It's not as simple as just jumping back down.
It is not, Commissioner Donahue.
So you mean that the purchaser, the new owner, had to apply all over again?
Correct.
The new owner would have to either, well, what'll happen is if someone closes their business, of course, the license goes back to the city. If they transfer their business to someone else, it will transfer as a beer and wine license instead of an all alcohol license.
Correct.
Okay, so the act of upgrading the license doesn't affect our counts of all alcohol licenses. It's still reflected on the beer and wine license quota. Okay? You can't transfer it as an all alcoholic beverages license.
So it's like you have a two-tier license.
Correct.
So it's non-transferable.
You're going to do you're going to need a motion to do an amendment to the ordinance, or we just?
So it would be an amendment to the alcoholic beverage regulations issued by the Lowell License Commission. This is actually one of the thorny issues that has been debated by attorneys in the Massachusetts Municipal Lawyers Association. There's some discussion on whether or not a city council or town council has to approve it versus the Lowell License Commission. My assessment on that is that because Lowell has designated the commission as having the authority to amend and create its own regulations, that only the Lowell License Commission can approve of
My question was going to be, does it come back to us before it goes to the council, or does it just go right to the council? So it doesn't even have to go to the council?
It does not. In fact, it should not go to the council. It should be decided by the Lowell License Commission and the Lowell License Commission alone, based on the structure under Lowell's bylaws.
All right, so you want a motion to refer, what's the wording you want?
It would be a motion to refer to the law department to draft an amendment to the rules and regulations of the Lowell License Commission.
So moved.
Ms. John, that's okay?
Got it.
Yeah.
Moved by Commissioner Krieger.
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Mercia. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much, Attorney Wood.
Thank you, Commissioner.
And the last item was for your information, the incident report from the smokehouse.
Thank you very much. We have a
Do we
motion.
have the motion to put that on file?
Well-
Are we assuming, Captain Peasley, are we assuming that this was just two ladies that got in a dust-up and it's not a big deal?
Correct. It wasn't something that we thought we needed to bring to your attention.
I move
As a
to put it
violation.
on file.
Move to place on file by Commissioner Krieger, second by Commissioner Tang. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Move adjournment.
Move adjournment by Commissioner Krieger, second by Commissioner Mercia. All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much. Good evening. Oh, we,
We're going to welcome you officially next time.